Hi, firsties. Today we're going to talk about some special types of words. These words are called verbs. Verbs are words that show some sort of action. So a couple weeks ago, we talked about nouns being words that are people, places, or things. Well, verbs are action words that those nouns do. Okay, so for example, if I say, good morning, I can sing. Sing is a verb word because it's something I can do. Here's another example. I was sleeping peacefully last night. So here's a sentence. I was sleeping peacefully last night. What is the thing that I was doing? You said sleeping. You are right. It's something I can do. Okay, so sleeping would be the verb. I'm going to show you some other little things that I have here. Two of them are puppets, and we're going to make them do something so that we can come up with a word that describes their action or that tells their action. It will be a verb word. This little guy you might recognize from kindergarten. His name is Puzzle Penguin, and Puzzle Penguin helps us in math. Sometimes he makes mistakes, and that's okay. That's how we learn. He makes mistakes, and we help him fix his mistakes, and it also helps us learn. Isn't that right, Puzzle Penguin? Okay, right now, Puzzle Penguin is doing something with his head. Can you think of a verb word that would tell me what he's doing with his head? Here's my sentence. Puzzle Penguin is nodding his head. Did you hear a verb word in that sentence? Something that Puzzle Penguin is doing? If you said nodding, you're correct. Nodding is a verb. It shows action. Okay? Thanks, Puzzle Penguin. We'll see you later. Here's another one. This is a really cool, silly hand that one of my students made me several years ago. Here's my lovely little hand puppet with my jewelry. It's a very silly hand. Okay, I'm going to say a sentence, and I want you to listen for the verb. So remember, verbs are words that are action words. Okay, here we go. The hand is shaking. Let's try it again. The hand is shaking. What's the verb in that sentence? What is the hand doing? Shaking. So shaking is a verb. Let's do one more. Show you what I have here. This is a dinosaur. I'm not sure what kind of dinosaur he is. Watch. I'm going to make the dinosaur do something, and I want you to think of a verb word that would show what he's doing, okay? The dinosaur. I was thinking the dinosaur ran. If I use the sentence, the dinosaur ran, what would the verb be? Ran. When we run, or if we use the word in past tense, ran, it's something that we can do. It's an action, so it's a verb word. Okay, let's take a look at these sentences behind me. I'm going to read them, and I want you to think about the noun in the sentence, and then I want you to think about the verb. Okay, so it's important for us to know the difference between a noun and a verb. Here's the first one. The duck quacked. The duck quacked. First, think of the noun. What's the noun in that sentence? If you said duck, you're correct. Duck is a noun. And what did the duck do? It quacked. So quacked is the verb. Okay, I'm just going to label it N for noun, V for verb, just so we remember. Okay, next one. Did you hear the dragon roar? Did you hear the dragon roar? That's actually an asking sentence, so you'll notice that I ended it with a question mark. Did you hear the dragon roar? There's actually two nouns in this sentence. One of them is a pronoun that we're going to talk about later. And one of them you might recognize. It's just a regular noun, but a cool regular noun. So you is our pronoun we were talking about. The other one is dragon. It's a thing. Okay? So what are the verbs in these two sentences? Because there's also two verbs. Hear is something we can do. And roar is something the dragon can do. So those are verb words. Okay, next one. Toothless ate crickets. This is a true story, true sentence, I should say. It's not really a story, it's just a sentence. But he ate 3 crickets this morning. He was hungry. So what is the noun? Toothless ate crickets. If you're thinking there's 2 nouns, you are correct. There is actually 2 nouns in this sentence. One of them is a proper noun, which is toothless. It's his name. We'll talk about proper nouns later as well. And crickets are a thing. That's a noun. What's the verb? What did toothless do? Ate. So ate is something he can do. So it's a verb word. Okay, so when you do your verb assignment today, remember when you're looking for the verbs that they're words that show some sort of action, something that we can do or the noun can do. Okay, I'm just going to name 5 off the top of my head. 5 verb words. Fly, skip, hop, smile, cry. I think that was 5. But those are all words that are verb words. Can you think of some?